We're back.
We're back. Okay. Now, what about the aggression in sports these days, here and abroad? Now, just recently, was there a high school quarterback what happened?
Was he? Yeah, it was a high school football player that he had his spleen was already enlarged and he got a hit and the spleen actually split or was lacerated and he died on the field.
On the
Right?
field.
Yeah, right there on the field. Just imagine that.
And I already knew my sister was going to have a hobo fit because she has a son that's playing football and she was ready to tell him you put everything in the locker, give it back to the coach because you are. What did you tell him?
Yeah, I made that phone call. He was like, "Mommy, I'm okay." But you don't realize these kids are getting bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
They're raised differently. I mean, as far as where I'm from, they focus on football. Football is
Right.
everything.
Yeah, she's out from the Midwest where they are corn fed. Okay,
boys.
They're big boys. And but the sad thing about it was that the kid already had an enlarged spleen.
Terrible.
So he was already at risk, but didn't know that a few more hits and it was going to take him out.
Did his parents know that it was enlarged?
I'm not quite sure if the parents knew, because we do those tests for our children and you really don't know if it's that enlarged. But, sports today in the United States has gotten to an all-time high. I mean, it's across the board, with kids playing sports. You have your little teeter balls, your little preemies, everybody is pee-wees, right? They're playing sports.
They be chewing on your ankles.
But, it's not so much as the sports player, but the parents that get aggressive. Like, and abroad, especially, they get into their sports,
Honey, don't say nothing about soccer.
Okay, soccer. Woo! This
So what
Brazilian team, the ref was getting actually hurt by the team players. He was getting pushed and shoved. Well, he pulled out a gun. All right, we're gonna stop this.
But just imagine that you're watching a game and you sitting up there, you cheering. But I wonder this. I wonder how did it amp on the audience? Was the audience like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Was it like back in the gladiator days where they wanted to be ripped? They wanted a rumble. Well, who knows?
I don't know. We got to follow up on that one.
Yeah. But on a lighter note, we had just had National Coffee Day. Woo! Love the cafe,
yes,
Hello.
Olé.
But there were a lot of places who offered freebies, who offered free coffee.
Where did you get yours?
Well, we went to Dunkin' Donuts,
Yes.
and I love Dunkin' Donuts. Ooh, it's my favorite.
But
they was offering the dark roast. Ew.
Ooh.
Bitter. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dee Dee. I love you, but that was bitter, baby.
Yeah.
Bitter. But, you should actually drink coffee every day.
Why? I don't like.
Well,
come on,
okay.
It goes back and forth.
It goes
Really?
back and forth, but because I'm a coffee lover, I had to find the 7 good reasons why you should drink coffee every day.
This.
Okay.
I gotta hear this.
1, it eases muscle pain. Now, I'm gonna remind you, whenever we go to work out, what is your first thing? Did you have your cup of coffee?
Yes, I love my
Because
coffee.
right. Why?
It gets me energy. It gets me riled up.
Exactly.
I can work longer in my mind.
Right, in your mind, and it eases the pain or cramping of muscles.
Wow. Okay.
And guess what else it does? Oh, I forgot. I mean, it improves memory.
So silly.
It improves your memory. It has a positive effect on your thought processes and your memory.
Ooh.
And guess what else it does? My kind of number 1, or should I say number 2 favorite? Keeps you regular. Keeps you regular. It keeps you hydrated. The warm liquids going through your body, it just makes you go, and it just gets those muscles contracting, and you.
My favorite thing to do at work.
Oh,
right?
well, not necessarily at work, but anyway.
But that is a good thing.
It's a good thing because
right?
it keeps you regular. Also, it fights against disease. Did you know that? Yes, it fights against, there are studies been shown that it fights against several diseases, such the antioxidants. Coffee has, besides the caffeine, it has antioxidants, which are good for our
Shut
body.
up.
Hey, shut the front door, girl.
Mm-mm.
But it helps to lower the risk of heart disease, which is something that,
We know
our
about,
family
right.
is very prone to get. The risk of diabetes, certain cancers, gallstones, and
Ooh.
Parkinson's.
Really?
So double up on your coffees.
Oh,
1, 2.
I think so.
And last but not least, which is also another favorite of mine, it increases endurance.
What you mean? What type of endurance?
Well,
Heifer?
whatever you do, you can endure.
I love it. That was a good. That's kind of good information.
It is
though,
good
Liz.
information. Good to know. And, we'll be right back.
Yes. Wow, I never